Hello everybody, welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another video. Today's video, guys, we are going to be making some ramen, but not just any ramen. We are making Sundubu ramen. Sundubu in Korean is extra soft tofu. This is kind of like a mix between Sundubu Jjigae, which is extra soft tofu stew, and just instant ramen. And to be honest with you, I've been doing this for a long time, basically, but apparently this is trending in Korea right now, so let's get started. So the two most important ingredients, surprise, surprise, we're gonna need some vegan-friendly spicy ramen. I'm using this one right here. I would recommend a Korean brand. And we're also gonna need some extra soft tofu or soft tofu. So really, you could just cook up the instant ramen and then just throw in the extra soft tofu. And to be honest with you, that is delicious. But you're watching this video for a reason. We're going to make it a little bit more complicated, a little bit more really like a cross between Sundubu Jjigae, again, extra soft tofu stew, and ramen. So the first thing I'm going to do is dice up half a zucchini, and then I'm also going to use a king oyster mushroom, which I'm also dicing up. You can use whatever mushrooms you want, or leave out the mushrooms, leave out the zucchini. Again, this is just an idea, guys, okay? Also, if you guys want a vegan recipe for Sundubu Jjigae, also known as soft tofu stew, very famous dish in Korea, I'll leave a link down below to a recipe video that I did a few years ago. So yeah. Once we've chopped up the zucchini and the mushroom, we're going to add a little bit of oil into a pot here, and then I'm going to add in the zucchini and mushroom, and we're going to cook it up a little bit on medium-high heat. And as soon as you realize that the pot you're using is way too small, you can now transfer the contents into a bigger pot. Yes. And while that is cooking, you can quickly prepare the tofu. So I have this tube of extra soft tofu here. If you can, try to find this in the Korean supermarket. It's so good. It's super soft, and it's so delicious. So I like to chop it very gently, okay? Because it's very soft. It breaks very easily. It doesn't really matter if it breaks. I mean, it's all gonna break anyways. But yeah, you can use soft tofu if you can't find the extra soft tofu. I did run out of minced garlic, so I ended up adding a bit of garlic powder along with the mushrooms and zucchini. If you do have minced garlic, I would recommend adding a little bit of minced garlic, or you can just use garlic powder. And after sauteing for a couple of minutes, you can add in the seasoning packet from the ramen. And then I just mix that well just to kind of nicely coat the zucchini and mushrooms. Now, after a couple of minutes, you can add in your water. Now, I ended up adding in half a liter of water, so about 500 milliliters of water. Now, in hindsight, I would probably add a little less first and then add more as I go if I needed it. So I may have just started with about 400 milliliters of water and then added a little more if I felt like I needed it. But yeah, that's just a little tip for you, okay? So after you add the water, you can also add in the tofu, and also I added in the dry flakes into the mixture as well. And then you want to bring this to a boil, and once it comes to a nice boil, you can add in the ramen. And then I like to add in a pretty generous serving of green onions. I probably added in about 2 or 3 stalks of green onion. And this part is totally optional, but I added in a little bit of gochugaru, which is Korean red pepper powder or red pepper flakes. It'll just add an extra little kick and an extra little spice, a little bit more flavor, more depth, more deliciousness, more goodness. And then you just want to let this boil for about 4 to 5 minutes until the noodles are cooked. And at the end here, you can add a generous helping of black pepper. And that's it, guys. I like to have this with kimchi, of course, like every Korean. You have to have your ramen with kimchi. It is so delicious. And another suggestion I have is that I would make some rice so that I could eat the leftover soup with the rice, because trust me. And that's it, guys. That's how you make a very simple, delicious Sundubu ramen recipe. Is it even a recipe? I don't know. Hope you guys like it. Hope you enjoy it. I'll leave a recipe blog post link down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.